So the rings are a really great training tool for your core and to learn how to stabilize your body. And they're super light, easy to bring around. You can pick them up on eBay between 12 and 15 pound. They're just a great tool to assist your training if you're doing any sort of fitness, you want to build your core strength or anything like that. So here's an introduction on how to set them up and the first basic positions to build your strength before you move on to the harder exercises. So first off, as you can see here, I found this tree, which is a nice position to set the rings up on, but you can use anywhere, you can use any kind of random tree that you find in a forest or a park, as well as the bars in a park as well to set your rings up on. You want to find a decent height. This is actually probably a bit low. Once you lift yourself up onto the rings, you do not want your head to be hitting against the bar or the tree wherever you're at. So this one's not too bad, but ideally you want something higher than this, and you definitely don't want something too low to do your ring session on. So you're going to have your 2 webs and your 2 rings, and when you're putting the web away, it's really simple, but just folding it up like this, just folding it up like that makes it super easy to carry around and just very convenient. So I'm going to show you how to set this up, and there's a couple things to be aware of. So it is a metal clip at the end, so be very careful when you're putting this over that you don't actually hit yourself with it. I've actually done that before. And when you're setting it up, you want to make sure you're feeding the web through the inside of the clip. When you're throwing it over, you want it coming down on this side. So it's going to go over like this once I throw it over. So to get it up and on there, the easiest thing to do is just to pop it over. Again, be careful when you throw it that it doesn't swim back and come at you. The clip's facing inside instead of outwards, and we want the clip facing on the outside. So to pop that round, all you need to do is grab it and you're going to just flip it. And that pops it over. Once you've done that, take your ring, slide it on, pull the web slightly through, find the end point, and you're going to put it through, push the clip down and feed it through. You can see here it shows you where to feed the web through. So when you're doing it, you feed the web through that part, push the clip down, and it'll come out there. You can see where I did it wrong, and the web actually went against the clip and snapped it. So just make sure you come through this way and the web comes through. You can adjust it there. And then to tighten it up, you can just pull it through to make the ring higher. And if you want to drop the ring down, you just push the clip and take the lower part out. And once you've got the rings on there, just make sure they're level, depending on what exercise you're doing. And the metal clip parts, pull them up so they're near the top of where it's hanging, and they're not down low next to the rings. Otherwise, when you're doing certain exercises sometimes, so you're coming into a position, you could end up having the metal cutting into you, which isn't very nice. So just pull it down and let the metal clip part, bring that up. One other point, you don't want them too far apart, especially when you're beginning. You want to actually keep the rings quite close because you'll be stabilizing yourself on there. You don't want the rings to start out really far wide because you're going to find it super difficult. So keep the rings relatively close, maybe even a bit closer than this. About there's fine, so you can stabilize easier when you come up into the higher positions or you're hanging or anything. It's obviously going to be easier the closer your arms in at the beginning, and throughout your training, the closer you can maintain your arms, then the further out it goes. So that's just the other thing. You want about a foot, a bit more, maybe a foot and a half space in between the rings. A couple of other things you can use are gloves. You can pick up on eBay for a couple pounds if you don't want to injure your hands, or if you feel more comfortable you can get gloves while you're training. I prefer just bare hands. And also you can get bands. These ones are quite thin, so they don't assist a lot. You can get thicker bands to help your training, and they're great. They're a great way to help assist your training and progress through the exercises, especially if you can't do some of the exercises. These come in a lot of handy, so you can just pick these up again on eBay. You can get the thicker ones as well, which provide more assistance, and I will be showing you how to use these in your training as well.